Hey, why are you here? You weren't invited. Susan, I'm his daughter. I'm supposed to attend my father's funeral. No, I don't care if you're his daughter. You don't visit your parents' house at all. You never come home for New Year's holidays, Thanksgiving, or any other long vacations. Are you really his daughter? It's true that my father and I were estranged. It's true that I hardly ever visit my parents. We live far away from each other, but I'm still his daughter. And it's not that I don't visit because it's too much trouble. It is true that I didn't intend to visit. My father didn't seem to like me very much. I thought he wouldn't be happy if I came home, so I made it a point to see my mother outside the house. That's why I didn't go to my parents' house. Still, I had opportunities to see my father at weddings and funerals of relatives, and of course we talked. So it's not like I didn't see him at all. Don't just keep quibbling! I just told you the facts. That's what I call quibbling. Just on an occasion like this, you're saying you're his daughter and you're sitting there at the wake? You're being so imprudent. Well, even though things hadn't been going so well with my father lately, but it's true that he's taken care of me. So please let me at least attend his wake and funeral. I don't mean to stay very long. No, I won't let you. Why should you tell me that much? I think I have the right to attend as his daughter. You're just saying that. You really don't care about the wake and funeral, do you? Huh? How can I not care? I know what you want. What do you mean? I just want to see it through to the end with him. That's what I want. If you think I'm going to back down if you say so, you're mistaken. I won't be fooled. Oh, you think I don't know, but I know what you're up to. What you really want is your father's inheritance. Huh? What are you talking about? There's a wake being held today to remember my father. Talking about his inheritance at a time like this, don't you feel sorry for him? You talk the talk, but you don't actually mean that. You're a middle school graduate, aren't you? Yes, but what does that have to do with anything now? It has a lot to do with it. You are a middle school graduate. You probably don't work for a decent company, right? That means you're in financial trouble. You hadn't come home for a long time. The fact that you're suddenly coming home for a wake is obviously for his inheritance. Susan, you're going too far. Stop making fun of me just because I'm a middle school graduate. It's not that I'm in need of money. I'm not even thinking of receiving his inheritance. What? You're kidding. You are his daughter, so you should be entitled to his inheritance. It's a lie to say that you don't think about receiving it. I don't care what you think, but could you please stop bugging me? What? I'm bugging you? The wake isn't over yet. Even though my brother is taking care of it, I want to help him too. I don't have much time to text you. Huh? Don't get cocky. You're already here today, but I won't allow you to attend the funeral tomorrow. Even if you don't approve, I'll still attend tomorrow. What are you saying? I said no. If I don't attend, my brother and relatives will be surprised and look for me. Then go home right after the funeral tomorrow, okay? Okay, that's what I was going to do. Now if you'll excuse me. I can't believe you really tried to attend the funeral. How dare you? I'm glad I brought water just in case. You're soaking wet. I love it. Susan, why did you do this? You suddenly poured a huge bucket of water on me and said you have no inheritance? I don't need his inheritance. I told you clearly yesterday. I can't believe it. You're a middle school graduate. What kind of idiot would say that? Of course it's a lie. Susan, please stop it. It doesn't matter if I'm a middle school graduate now. I told you it does. It's obvious to me that you're a middle school graduate and you're after his inheritance. Don't attend his funeral if you're a poor person looking for your inheritance. There's no money to give you. Okay, cool. Huh? I'm sorry, I've been overseas for so long. Huh? You've been overseas? That can't be true. Don't make that up. I'm just telling you the truth. You are against me attending my father's funeral, right? Of course! I will never allow you to sit with the relatives. Your father won't be happy to see you soaking wet and dirty, so get the hell out of here. If you insist, I will leave. You'll regret what you did to me. Huh? Give me a break. What can you do to me? I'll never regret this. See ya. Janet, where are you now? Oh, Bob. Sorry you had to call me so many times. I came back to the hotel and lay down to watch TV. I fell asleep before I knew it. What's going on? You came all the way back from overseas for Dad's funeral. I'm so sorry. After the funeral started, I noticed you weren't there. I thought it was strange, but I asked my wife who was standing next to me. She told me that just before the funeral started, you suddenly collapsed, and they called the ambulance. I was told that you had been very sick since yesterday. I totally believed her. After the cremation was over, I took a break and was about to ask my wife about you. But before that, my relative came to me and asked me if I didn't know anything about it. I asked him what he was talking about. He said, I can't believe that your wife poured a bucket of water on you. Not only that, she said, your father won't be happy to see you soaking wet, and you are not qualified to sit in the family section. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. No worries. But I was at the funeral. You were busy taking care of the funeral. I'm grateful to you for that. But if she is always like that, I'm more worried about you. Not that she's always like that, but I can't forgive her for this. Why did she pour water on you? Oh, yes. There's something she said that's been bothering me. What? She made fun of me being a middle school graduate and that I'm poor. She says, you're just after your father's inheritance, aren't you? Huh? You're not after his inheritance. Yeah, I denied it many times, but she wouldn't listen to me at all. I thought I should tell you just in case. I am not eligible for his inheritance in the first place. I tried to tell her that too, but she wouldn't listen to me at all. In the end, she just poured water on me. I'm really sorry. It's not something you should apologize for. I'm going to stay at a hotel today. I've come all the way back to the US, so I'm going to relax from now and go back tomorrow. Then how about going for dinner together? I'll treat you as an apology. Don't worry. You've got relatives over and Susan being excited. I'm sorry you have to deal with that, but... Don't worry about it. I'm sorry about what happened. No problem. See you later. Oh yeah, I'll be back here for his memorial service. I expect an assignment in the US around that time. Well, that's great. Maybe we can have dinner then. I have something I want you to hear. Yeah, okay. I'll call you when the date gets closer. You really haven't learned your lesson, have you? You got kicked out of the funeral and now you're back here? You've got some nerve. What on earth are you doing here? You know why I'm here, don't you? I'm here for the memorial service. See? I was right after all. Huh? You knew that after the memorial service, we would discuss the inheritance today. You came here for the inheritance, didn't you? Again? Give me a break. Don't worry. I will go back as soon as the memorial service is over. I have an appointment with a client in the US. Huh? An American client? I started my own business and am now living in the UK. What? That's a lie! There's no way a junior high school graduate can do that. I don't think you should outright deny it just because I'm a middle school graduate. With judgment like that, you won't have anyone around you. Shut up! Don't lecture me. So you really don't want your inheritance? Well, I don't have the right to inherit anything, do I? What? Is that so? You heard that my brother and I are not related by blood, right? Yes, I know that, but... I am my mother's stepchild, and my brother is my father's stepchild. When they got married, we were both already adults. We weren't adopted. This means that since my father and I are not related by blood, I have no inheritance rights. Oh no! Then what am I for? That's my line. Just as I cannot inherit this time, if my mother dies, my brother can't inherit. I didn't know that you're the president of this company and that you're living in the UK. Well, that's understandable. We met for the first time at my father's funeral. I didn't expect to get water splashed on me by someone I've known for 2 days. I really didn't know anything. Well, since you don't know, I'll tell you. Thankfully, my company is doing well, and I didn't really mean to tell you this, but I make almost 10 times as much as my brother, so money is not a problem for me. So please don't ever say again that I'm after his inheritance or any such nonsense. To tell you the truth, I feel offended. 10 times as much? That's... I'm sorry for all the rude things I said. The memorial service is about to start, if you'll excuse me. Janet, please, answer the phone. Where are you now? Is it you again? What is it this time? I'm on the train right now, so I can't answer your call. Where's the train headed? I need you to come over here right now. He got me wrong, and I want you to clear up any misunderstandings. You're selfish as always. I'm on my way to the airport right now. I don't have time as I take a 7 o'clock flight to UK today. Please, can you please move it to tomorrow? This is serious. There's no way I can do that. I have a lot of work to do over there. I've got people waiting for me, so I can't. I'm not following you. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. My husband is divorcing me. Oh, well, you deserve it, don't you? My brother was shocked to hear that you doused me with water and told me that I was after his inheritance. I knew it was you who said something. What are you going to do about it? I just had dinner with my brother yesterday. He asked me how it happened and I told him the truth. And I like my brother. I couldn't stand the thought of him being deceived by someone like you. What do you mean by deceiving him? In fact, my brother didn't know about who you really are. So it was like he was being deceived, wasn't it? I'm getting divorced over something that small? If you think that way, I think you deserve a divorce. Wouldn't you be offended if I suddenly threw water on your parents or siblings and swore? It's the same thing. But a divorce is just too much. Susan, I know you think he doesn't know. That's not the only reason my brother wants a divorce. What? You're cheating on him. And the guy you're having an affair with is good looking, 10 years younger than you. How did you know? My brother happened to see you two together walking arm in arm. He said that he had asked for an investigation into the affair. You are cheating and the guy is not even working. They even found out that you support him financially. That's absurd. That's why you are obsessed with our father's inheritance. You are desperate to pay off the debt for your boyfriend. No, that's not true. You can't cover it up. There's plenty of evidence. My brother hired a lawyer. He said he would demand compensation and the money you spent. Oh no! Does that mean I'm getting a divorce after all? Yes. At first, he was willing to forgive the affair if you promised not to do it again. Just when he was going to talk to you about it, my father passed away. Not only did you cheat on him, but he also behaved unbelievably towards me, his own family member. He said he was fed up with you. His own family member? You guys aren't related by blood, right? So what? Is blood connection that important? We consider ourselves a family, even if we are not blood related. I don't want you to say anything about it. If he is divorcing me, I'll get his inheritance before that. That's impossible. What? Even my husband said I won't get my share of the inheritance. What the hell does that mean? I think it's because you are not legally allowed to get your spouse's parents' inheritance. Huh? Is that so? Yes, so please give up. I mean, you're getting divorced because of your affair, and yet you try to get his inheritance? What nerve! I despise you as a human being. Huh? Why do I have to hear such things? I don't have any money, so there's nothing else I can do. I'm just telling you the truth. Besides, you've been terrible to me. I deserve to say that. Well, I'll be getting to the airport soon, so if you'll excuse me. I'm sure I won't see you again. Take care. Bye. Oh no! What am I supposed to do? I didn't expect him to find out about my affair. If you make 10 times as much as him, then lend me some money. Please. Now that we've got to know each other, you can help me. Hey, are you listening to me? Please, help me. I blocked Susan's contacts. I then introduced my brother to a lawyer I know in the US. He divorced her. He was able to claim alimony and the money that had been spent as she wished. At first, Susan seemed to be complaining, but she realized that the lawyer was good, and she signed the papers in tears. The house they were living in was rental, so they canceled the lease. My brother quickly moved out. She had no money, so she tried to ask her boyfriend for help, but he simply left her because he was just fooling around and she had no money. I don't know how she is doing now, but I'm sure that she is living in extreme poverty because of debts and payments. I enjoy my job very much. I am now in a relationship with a British man whom I met through my work. He says he wants to grow my business with me in the future. We will probably have a wedding in the UK in the near future. I plan to invite my brother and mother, whom I love very much, to the wedding.
Sean, what the hell are you doing right now? Seriously, why aren't you replying? Answer me right now. What's wrong? Why are you freaking out? I'm asking where you are right now. Huh? I'm home. Oh, you want to know what I'm doing right now? You're so clingy, baby. Well, right now, you're probably cuddling with a junior colleague in a motel, right? What? So, motel is your home now. I didn't know that. Hannah, what are you talking about? I don't know what you saw, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. All my colleagues are male, you know. Katie. What? Katie is the only female colleague. Moreover, she's married. You're together right now, aren't you? It's too late for excuses or explanations now. Let's break up. Wait a minute. How could you end it like this? Cheating with a married person is disgusting. But Hannah, I love you the most. I even think I'd marry you because I love you that much. I can't understand how you can say such things in this situation, seriously. Then, let's get married. I'll break up with her immediately. Let's get married, baby. Even if you break up with her, the fact that you cheated won't disappear. It's just disgusting and unacceptable. But my feelings are only for you, Hannah. It wasn't a serious thing with her. For both of us, it's just a fling. So it'll be fine. What do you mean it'll be fine? No way it's acceptable because it was just a fling. Hannah, hey, don't be so mad, baby. I'll buy the cupcake you like and bring it to you. Don't mess around. Well then, I guess this is the end for us. Huh? No way! Goodbye. Hannah, long time no talk. Do you remember me? Who is this? It's so creepy. I'm going to block you. Goodbye. Wait, hold on. I messaged you because I have something important to tell you. Well, I don't care about that. Please, just listen. I won't ask for much. You'll regret it if you don't listen to me. If I can't talk to you through text, maybe we can meet in person and talk. What? No way! I don't want to meet you anymore. Right? That's why I messaged you. Please, I really want you to hear me out. Fine, keep it short. Honestly, I don't want to have a conversation with you. You never changed. You're trying to pretend that you don't care. To be honest, it's kind of a cool thing about you. I love that part of you, you know. If you're not getting to the point, I'll block you. Okay, I will tell you now. Actually, I'm getting married. Oh, congratulations. Well then, bye. Hey, the real issue starts from here. What now? Is there more? So, the wedding is scheduled for the first Sunday of next month. The venue is Whitewoods Estate. What? Even if you tell me the date and place, so what? What am I gonna do about it? Are you saying that I should attend your wedding? I would definitely refuse that. No, I don't want you to come as an invited guest. You know, it's like an arranged wedding. It just complicated stuff with my parents, and it was hard for me to say no. Are you done? What? Even if you tell me all that, to be honest, it has nothing to do with me. Just because I heard about my ex-boyfriend's marriage doesn't evoke my emotions in me. That's my impression and answer. I don't have time to listen to useless stories. Well? Anything else? Something you want to say to me? There isn't. I'm sure there is. I know you're pretending to be cool, but now is not the time to act like that. Come on, tell me. It's an arranged wedding, you know. I'm actually getting married, Hannah. Well, in your case, finding someone to marry you is nothing short of a miracle, right? What? Well, good luck to you. Bye. That's it? It can't be the end, right? You must be unbearable at the thought of me being taken by another woman, right? I believe you're thinking that. Hannah, are you ready? Sean? Ready for what? I mean, didn't I block you? Don't worry about that now. I'm on my way to your house right now. What? Didn't you say before that it's a wedding today? A marriage without love is unbearable. What? I had no choice but to enter into an arranged marriage. But I don't like her face, and she's not my type at all. Living with a woman with a face like that would be hell for me. So, elope with me. What? I'm on the train heading to your house right now. So make sure that you can leave as soon as I get there. You better hurry up and get ready too. Hello, Alice. How are you? It's Hannah. What? Hannah? What is that timing? Sorry, I'm a little busy right now. I see. Is it about Sean? What? How do you know it's about my brother? I'm sorry for messaging you out of nowhere, but he actually contacted me. What? I don't know what's going on either. It seems he's planning to elope with me. What? Eloping? Could it be that's why he didn't show up at the ceremony? Are you with him right now? No, I have no intention of doing that at all. I'm guessing Sean canceled today's wedding, right? Yeah. That's what's causing all the fuss over here right now. I see. I'll send you a screenshot of our conversation. He's coming to my house. Your house? Yes, but I already moved to a different place now. Sean must not know that. I think he's heading to the apartment I lived in when we were dating. I think it's an apartment about 5 minutes from the south exit of Greendale Station, right? Yes. I'm sure it's occupied by someone else. If you want to catch him, you could try staking him out there. Okay, I understand. Thanks for your help. I'll have someone go there first. I'll message you once I hear from Sean. Okay. Sorry to trouble you, but thank you. Hannah, you're not at home? Hurry up and open the door. If we don't leave here soon, they'll find us. Oh no, our elopement plan! Oh, you made it home? Yes, come on, get out of here. So, the house, is that the apartment near the Greendale train station? Yes, that's right. I'm absolutely sure I got the room number right. How could I forget the house of someone I love, baby? I moved out a long time ago. What? I mean, how can you think I have agreed to elope with you after all this conversation? Of course, I know you still love me, baby. What? I know all about you. That you're planning a wedding. What? Even though it was just a coincidence, you really surprised me. You're looking at a brochure of wedding venues on the station platform, right? The place in that brochure is the one I've been dreaming of for a long time. You knew about it. I was really touched. That's why, to keep my feelings for you alive, I ran away from the wedding. Are you serious? Let's get the hell out of here. You'll stay by my side from now on, right? No, I'm getting married today. What? Wait, you mean with me? No way. I'm marrying a different man. What? While on the station platform, I looked at several brochures. I picked them up while deciding where to marry that man. What? I mean, my boyfriend was right next to me and we were looking at the brochures together. No way! So you're not eloping with me? No way. Oh no! First of all, your wedding, you say there's no love, but it's all your fault, isn't it? What? The woman you're marrying has been divorced 3 times, and it's understandable if you feel compelled to refuse. I can see why you might label it as a loveless marriage. However, that's not how it started. The relationship you had with a married woman 4 years ago continued even after you broke up with me. Her husband found out and demanded alimony. And as a result, you lost your job, didn't you? What? Wait! Moreover, your parents' house was near your boss's residence and it stirred up gossip among the neighbors. The marriage proposal came to you under quite unfavorable circumstances, didn't it? The condition was that if you marry her, they would cover the full alimony. No, that's... Well, you know, for those over there who are determined to secure a son-in-law at any cost, and for your parents eager to part ways with you, it's a pretty sweet deal. The two of you, both nursing deep wounds, can find solace in each other's company. How did you know? Well, we have a few mutual friends, so the gossip just naturally reached me. What the hell? It just means your actions are pretty unconventional. Oh well, it's time for me to go. Time? I just told you. It's my wedding day. I don't have time for you. Well, goodbye. Oh no! Then why did I leave the wedding? Hey! Hey! Hannah! You've got to answer me! Hannah, help me! They charged me alimony! Well, it serves you right. Huh? You know, that day, you ditched your relatives who came to pick you up at my old apartment and crashed the complete strangers couple wedding at the Woodwinds Inn, right? And I heard that the reason was so stupid too. You said, I thought my ex-girlfriend's wedding was being held here. My wedding was in Hawaii in the first place. I laughed when I heard that. Why? I remember the brochure you were looking at. There was no way I could have looked at it wrong. There's no way I could mistake someone I love. You deceived me, didn't you? Deceived? Come on, it's your own misunderstanding. Didn't you tell me I was holding multiple brochures? What? Well, I decided to get married in Hawaii. What's that? I didn't hear that. Anyway, I don't need to tell you. It's none of your business. Come on! Are we done now? What? My husband and I are going on our honeymoon. What? We are leaving soon. Wait a minute! You gotta help me out here! I've been sued for alimony again! I'm already screwed over with my colleague before. Your wife will pay it this time too, right? It's none of my business. What? Bye. Jesus, can you believe the chaos caused my ex's wild imagination? It makes me wonder if he's all there, you know? He was always a bit delusional, but in just 4 years, things went from bad to worse. So, in the end, he ties the knot with that 3-time divorcee from the arranged marriage. The main reason for this was that his parents had disowned him and he had nowhere else to go. Word has it that he's now living with his in-laws and he's getting quite a hard time from his mother-in-law who apparently enjoys bullying him. Mom, I've been wondering, did you visit our place today? Yes, I was there in the morning. What about it? How did you manage to get inside? I thought I had taken back my spare key. I borrowed your father's key and made a duplicate. Seriously? It would be inconvenient without it, you know. Didn't I tell you not to come when no one's home? How can you keep doing things I've asked you to stop? Why not? My son's house is practically mine, isn't it? It's even worse for you to take away my spare key. Oh dear, it's disheartening to think my son would do such a terrible thing. I'm telling you to stop thinking that way too. Maddie sighs every time she finds signs of someone going through the house without permission. I'm checking to make sure Maddie isn't cutting corners on the housework. I'm still concerned about whether she's taking good care of you, sweetie. Maddie's doing a great job as a wife. I don't need you to check on her. I don't think so. Today, there was a box of some expensive melons in the kitchen. A wife who wastes money like that needs to be educated. About those melons, did you take them? I can't find them. Yes, I did. I'm expecting guests, so I thought it would be a good idea. After all, my son's house is practically like mine. I can take them home with me, right? I knew it. Maddie even put a note on the box saying, "Don't touch it, it's the boss's melon." She was probably gonna eat them all by herself anyway. Such a selfish woman. Mom, listen. Those melons are not ours. What? Maddie was asked by the boss to keep it for a while. Really? Yeah, my boss lives nearby. There's a complicated situation over there, so we've been keeping it temporarily. I thought Maddie was just being greedy. She seems likely to do such things, you know. So, she wrote that note? No, I wrote that note. Did you forget your son's handwriting as well? I'll go get it right now. Give it back. It's gone! All gone! What? Seriously? There were 5 melons in that box. I served one for my guest and gave the rest to all of them. I wanted to be seen as a generous person. You see, it's important to impress your guests, right? What on earth are you doing? You took it without permission even though it says, "Don't touch it, boss's melon." And you eat it all and give it away? Are you dumb? Do you think such a childish excuse is acceptable? Hey, don't be so angry. You really called your own mom dumb and childish? How could you? Well, it can't be helped. I'll pay for it. So, how much was it? About $100 US? $864 US. What? Isn't that a bit too much of a ripoff? Did you type it wrong? Is it 86.4 US? I'm sure about the price because my boss showed me the product page online. A high-quality 5-piece set in a luxury box would cost that much. Oh my goodness! They cost that much? Really? I guess you didn't know the value, so you just took them without asking. Even though you are my own mother, it's quite pathetic. Over $800 US! I don't have that kind of money. I'll cover the cost for now, so you should pay me back later. Oh my God! You're taking money from your own mother? Jesus Christ! That's terrible! I didn't raise you to be such an ungrateful son. Normally, I wouldn't have done that, but it's like a reimbursement. In this case, it was entirely your fault. Whether parent or child, if you do something wrong, you have to take responsibility for it. Also, I'm gonna take measures to ensure you'll never be able to come to our house again. You can't do that! How can I check Maddie's housework? I mean, you're just after the food Maddie cooks, right? What? No, We've noticed that every time you come over, the leftovers are gone. Some of them were even made by me. What? She's letting you stand in the kitchen? Yeah, it's fine. We both work, and I enjoy cooking. It's not fine at all. A man should not stand in the kitchen. Oh my God, what a useless wife she is. Even though you're tired from work, she's making you take on her responsibility as a wife. We both work, so we are both tired. Are you trying to change the subject now? It's not like that, but... Anyway, I'll make sure you pay for all the melons. I'll tell my dad too. Oh, wait a minute! You don't work, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to pay out of Dad's money. You don't have a choice, right? Oh no! Please wait! Your dad would be so mad if he knew! Of course. You should get scolded by him once and for all. Also, we are moving to a new place with better security. Huh? Better security? You've been causing so much stress for me and Maddie. This is the only way to prevent you from entering our house without permission. Of course, I won't share the address of our new place. Even if you find out, you can't enter without permission. And if you try, the girls will be there in no time. What's going on, honey? Is Maddie manipulating you? Be honest with me, son. What did she say to you? If this is how it's going to be, we might need to think about divorce. I should have never approved of marrying her. A wife who has a bad influence on her husband is really terrible. Hello? Are you reading this? Terry? Please, at least say something to me. I'll help you divorce Maddie. From now on, you can return to our house and live with me. Just don't tell your father. Please, Terry!
Hey, Ashley, I heard from Mom that you're going on your honeymoon soon. When are you leaving? Where are you going? Tell me the details. Huh? What's going on all of a sudden, sis? We're going to LA for our honeymoon next week. Next week? When? Where in LA? LA's a big place, so we'll be going all over. I mean, why do you want to know so many details? Because I'm coming over, of course. What? I don't get it. Why didn't you tell me your schedule earlier? I have to take a paid holiday and there are so many things to prepare. It's your fault that I'm in a rush. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you're following me on my honeymoon. What? Is it bad if I come with you? Of course it is. Are you out of your mind? Don't be rude. I'm not crazy. We sisters have been together since we were little. You'd feel uncomfortable without me on your trip, wouldn't you? I'll be your guardian. I'm an adult. I don't need a guardian. Besides, a honeymoon is for the newlyweds. That's enough of your selfishness. It's not fair, Ashley. What? I want to go to LA too. If you want to go on your own. You don't have to come along with me on my honeymoon. There's no point in going alone. Why don't you go with your friends then? That's meaningless too. I want to go with you on your honeymoon. What? What's with that? I'm your big sister and you got married before me. And the guy you married to is a very handsome guy who works for a prestigious company. We're sisters, and it's not fair that you get the juicy part. I don't mean to be not fair. Why don't you find someone nice and get married too? Don't make it sound so easy. You should try to understand how I feel that I'm not lucky enough to meet anyone. Most of the people at my workplace are women. Even if I go to a party, I can't find a decent guy. Maybe you're aiming too high. You've been with a few guys before, right? Relationships and marriage are two different things. Marriage is for life, right? You never want to compromise. I don't think there are many people who fit your ideal. My husband is a typical office worker, even though he works for a prestigious company. And he's not even extremely good looking. That pisses me off. Your attitude of being so easygoing. That's how you make fun of me for not being able to get married. No, I'm not making fun of you. I've been through a lot myself. I still haven't made friends with my husband's parents. That's why we couldn't even have a wedding. And so we just got registered. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with my in-laws. I have concerns too, you know. But it's still not fair. What? You don't have to deal with your husband's family. If you don't like them, you don't have to go out with them. Just having a high-spec husband is enough. Anyway, I'm not taking you on our honeymoon. Hey, why not? I told you that a honeymoon is for just the newlyweds. Don't make me keep explaining it to you. I'll see you later. Wait a minute. Ashley, give me the detailed itinerary of the trip. You're ignoring me. You'll see. I'm definitely coming on your honeymoon.
Ashley, I'm coming home soon. I'm on the train now.
Hey, Ethan. You left work earlier than usual today.
Because we're going on our honeymoon tomorrow. My boss was very considerate and said I must have things to prepare. So he let me go home on time.
I see, that's great.
Ashley, you've been busy with work recently. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's take it easy in LA.
Yeah, it's just...
Huh? What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Last week, I got a text from my sister. She said something outrageous. She insisted on following us on our honeymoon.
What?
I haven't heard from her since. I'm sure she's not coming, but she's my sister, and I don't know what she'll do.
It's true that your sister is a bit of a strange person, but why is she following us on our honeymoon?
My sister has always been a selfish person who always had to be better than me. She doesn't like the fact that I got married first, so she has been picking at me. She says it's not fair that you get the juicy part.
I remember when I went to your parents' house to say hello, she was smiling and nice to me, but she was staring at you with a terrible look on her face.
She said she couldn't forgive me for marrying a high-spec husband.
What's so high-spec about me? I'm just an ordinary office worker.
She doesn't believe me even if I say so.
I guess she's prone to assumptions.
I'm worried we'll bump into each other on our honeymoon.
But you haven't told her any details, did you? Like the exact place in LA? Or what time our flight is leaving, right?
No, I only told her we're going to LA next week.
Then we should be fine. Even if your sister comes after you, the chance of bumping into her in LA is very small.
That's true.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about your sister. Let's enjoy our honeymoon.
Ashley, I'm sorry. Huh? You're in LA, right? Yes, but... Where do you think I am now?
I don't know.
Actually, I'm in LA right now.
What? You're really here?
Ashley, you must have been caught off guard. I haven't contacted you since the other day. So, did you think I gave up?
Well, it's not like giving up anything. I thought there was no way you'd come along on your sister's honeymoon.
Well, too bad. I found out from Mom the dates of your trip. I made all the arrangements and came on the same day.
Wow, you're very proactive. But I guess we won't be seeing each other here. Have fun on your trip.
You know, you're playing it easy like that, but now you're getting frustrated and stomping your feet in frustration, aren't you?
Why?
Because it was supposed to be your honeymoon, but it turned out to be a solo trip. And your husband left you before you left for your trip. Poor you. It's so funny that your honeymoon turned into a heartbreak trip.
A solo trip? What are you talking about?
There's no point in being stubborn. I'm sorry I stole your husband.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, it's fine that you're in LA. Why am I supposed to be alone?
Ashley, do you know why I wanted to come with you on your honeymoon?
No, not at all.
It was to get your husband.
What?
But I didn't think it would be so easy to get your husband. You guys were newlyweds, but I guess he couldn't resist my charms. We made love at the hotel right away. Your husband is crazy about me.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what's with the attitude? That cold reaction? Aren't you frustrated that your husband was taken away from you?
I'm sorry, but I can't get along with your farce any longer. I'm going to have lunch with my husband now. See you later.
Oh no, Ashley. You're going to have lunch alone, aren't you?
No, I'm going with my husband.
Well, since you came all the way to LA, I hope you'll enjoy your trip alone. I'm sure your husband will contact you and ask you to leave him officially. You'll just have to accept it, won't you?
Well, we're not communicating well with each other at all.
That's because you keep lying. Why don't you just admit defeat?
I'm not trying to compete with you. I haven't lied at all. It's too much trouble, so I'll let it go. Anyway, I'm busy now. Bye.
Oh my God, what a miserable little sister you are. It's like you're so shocked that I took your husband away from you that you can't accept the reality. I'm going to marry him as soon as I get back from my trip. Ashley, you lied about getting married. You didn't register the marriage yet. Well, thanks to that, he didn't have to file for divorce. I'm glad he could smoothly marry me. I'll invite you to the wedding, so look forward to it. You couldn't have the wedding because you didn't get along with his parents. I'll make use of my excellent communication skills to get along with his parents and make the wedding happen. I'll make a gorgeous wedding happen. Ashley, are you still in LA? I just came back to my hometown and submitted the marriage certificate right away. I'm so happy. Now we are officially married. Don't be so stubborn and travel alone. Why don't you just come home and find someone else? Though I don't really care about you. I'm going to his parents' house now to say hello. The order is reversed because of the sudden marriage, but I still have to greet his parents properly. Hey, Ashley, are you listening to me? Hey, you're not reading my texts at all. I see, you're ignoring me again. Well, it can't be helped. I know you're mad at me for taking your husband away from you. It's too painful to look at my texts, isn't it? I'm sorry I got carried away. But I'll be happy on behalf of you, so please forgive me. Bye.
Oh, you've been texting me, sis? I'm sorry, I was out sightseeing all day and didn't notice. I mean, did you and my husband get married? Your intense delusion is scaring me. I've already registered my marriage. I'm in LA with my husband. Maybe you want to harass me, but there's no way you're marrying my husband. Honestly, it's depressing, so please don't talk about it anymore. Bye.
Ashley, answer the phone.
So annoying. What do you want?
Why don't you answer the phone when I've called you so many times? I have something important to tell you.
Because you're so persistent, Carol. What's so important? I'm tired of hearing that you stole my husband.
No, it's the opposite.
Huh?
I'll give him back to you after all.
What? What do you mean, give him back?
I'm divorcing him. I'm sorry I took him from you. I don't care if I pay alimony, just help me get a divorce.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. What now? Divorce who?
Your ex-husband. I'm sure he was very handsome, but looks can be deceiving. He's not a high-spec man, but he's a terrible, terrible man.
A terrible man?
How could you marry such a man? He doesn't work for a prestigious company. He's a part-time worker. He's still living off his parents' money. That's not a high-spec man at all.
What are you saying? Well, high-spec or not, my husband has a full-time job. He's already independent from his parents.
Huh? Where's the independence? He says he won't get a job because there's something he wants to do, but he's just wandering around. Of course he doesn't have money to rent an apartment, so he says he's going to live with his parents after getting married. I don't want to live with my in-laws as soon as we're newlyweds.
Oh, did you go say hi to his parents?
That's the worst part. His father and mother agreed on the marriage, which was nice, but they said, now that you're marrying our son, you should do this and do that, blah blah blah. We can't wait to see our grandchildren, blah blah blah. They both had very old-fashioned values. I can already see them snubbing me. I don't want to be a part of a family with people like that.
Hey, Carol, are you saying that... Is it Terry who you got married to?
That's right, it's Terry. But why are you asking me that? He's your ex-husband. You know his name at least.
I see. So that's how it is.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
I finally figured it out. I knew we weren't on the same page. Carol, you think you stole my husband, but the man is not my husband.
What do you mean? Terry is your ex-husband, right?
No, he's my husband's little brother. My husband's name is Ethan.
Huh?
That means Terry is my brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law? What are you talking about? I know exactly what your ex-husband looks like.
But you've only met my husband once, right?
When he came to our parents' house to say hello, right? I remember him. He's so handsome. Don't fool me by telling me crazy story.
Well, my husband and Terry are brothers with the same faces. They're about the same height and have similar hairstyle. People often mistake them as twins.
Wait a minute. Now, why was the brother at the airport? Maybe Terry was also planning to come with you guys on your honeymoon?
No, only my sister would think such an insane thing.
Then why? Terry was sitting alone at the airport lobby. I thought he was meeting up with you.
The day we were leaving for our honeymoon, Terry drove us to the airport.
What? That means the man I called out to at the airport was...
It seems it was Terry, after he saw us off.
No way!
Come to think of it, my husband told me earlier, Terry had a strong desire to get married for a long time. When he heard that my husband, his brother, was getting married, he seemed very jealous.
What?
Unlike you, he didn't have the idea of stealing his brother's marriage partner. That's such a horrible idea. But while he had a strong desire to get married soon, you approached him. He must got all excited to get married.
How is that possible? Just because he was approached by a woman, he suddenly went to LA with a woman he didn't know. Isn't that a little too casual?
Well, you're the one who asked him out. Besides, I heard Terry doesn't have a regular job and has plenty of time. Thanks to him, we were able to get a ride to the airport.
So that's what happened. At least now I know I married the wrong guy.
So, what are you going to do now? Are you divorcing Terry?
Neither Terry nor his parents would allow me to divorce him. When I told them I wanted to break up with him, Terry got angry and said, "You're the one who asked me out." And Terry's parents said that since I married him, I should fulfill my duties as a wife.
Oh, well, that's tough. But I guess it can't be helped that Terry is angry with you.
Don't say that like it's someone else's problem. It's your fault in the first place.
Why me?
Because you didn't tell me that your husband has a brother who looks exactly like him. You didn't tell me.
I didn't even know he had a brother until recently. My husband didn't get along with his parents or his brother for a long time. He didn't talk much about his family to me, so I have not had much contact with his family yet. I've told you about them before, haven't I?
That's not fair.
Huh?
It's just not fair. You got a high-spec husband, and I'm forced to marry a part-time worker. It's so unfair, even though we're sisters.
You deserve it. You're the one who got it all wrong and married Terry. Besides, Terry is handsome. He's your type, right? Terry seems to have a gentle personality. If he finds a job, you guys will be able to live on your own.
I don't even know when he'll get a job. I can't stand the thought of living with his parents. Oh, I've got an idea. Ashley, let's trade husbands.
What?
Why not? They're both good looking. You should give Ethan to me and marry Terry.
Unbelievable. How did you come up with that idea?
Because you work for a better company and get paid more than me. You can support Terry. And you're not as pretty as me, but you're pretty enough. I'm sure Terry will like you too.
No way. Why should I marry someone I don't like?
Ashley, please, give me Ethan. I'll make him happy for sure.
I don't want to. You should be happy with the husband you chose.
I can't. I can't be happy with Terry.
I don't care what you say. Well, if you really don't get along with him, then I guess you'll have to divorce him. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so I'm going to block you.
What? Why are you blocking me? We're sisters, right?
A woman who goes after someone's husband is not my sister. Goodbye.
Ashley, wait. What am I supposed to do? Ashley, I have a favor to ask you. Can you lend me some money, just a little? I wanted to break up with Terry somehow. So, I approached many men as I could. I ended up going out with one of them, but then Terry and his parents were furious. They asked me for compensation, and it's an amount I can't afford to pay alone. Your husband has a high income, so you must have plenty of money, right? I apologize for trying to steal your husband. I need your help. Hey, Ashley, are you still blocking me? Please, answer me.
After that, Carol managed to divorce Terry. But since the cause of divorce was her unfaithfulness, she was charged a large amount of compensation and had to take on a debt. In order to pay off the debt, Carol is now working part-time in addition to her day job. She's working hard every day to pay off her debts, but no matter how much money she earns, it all goes to pay off her debts. So she is living in extreme poverty. She regrets so much that she shouldn't have targeted my husband. She regrets it very much.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.